Hi, I'm Brian. Welcome back to another On the Road video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Stop! Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for proper voltage. Today we're looking at a Samsung side-by-side refrigerator, and the complaint is we're not making any ice and it's leaking water. The tool needed for this repair is a Phillips screwdriver. All right, there's going to be 2 Phillips screws here that we need to remove. And now we're able to pull down and remove the ice maker assembly. And then we're going to disconnect our wiring harness by pushing it on the tab. And now we can remove the whole assembly. All right, so with the ice maker assembly out, we can inspect it and see what the issue is here. Upon inspecting it, what we find here is the actual ice maker tray is not in the correct placement on the bracket or the housing here. This is how it's supposed to be with it here. And then when the motor on the head rotates, this will stay and allows it to flex the tray, releasing the cubes. You can actually see here, this is able to come out of there because part of this is broken off. So what we'll need to do for this repair is replace our ice maker housing or bracket. All right, so to release the ice maker from the bracket or the housing, we're gonna push up on this rubber tab here while we pull out on the head of the ice maker. So that'll come off, and then the tray also comes off as a separate piece. And we have the wiring hooked up between the two. So now we'll take our bracket here, we'll release our wiring out of that tab. And this is the faulty piece here that we're going to be replacing. We'll need to grab this tab off of the original and swap it over to the new one. All right, so you can see now with the new ice maker bracket, you can see where it's supposed to be like this, where it's not broken compared to our old one here, which was causing our ice maker to not flex, leaving the ice cubes in the tray. So we're gonna take the tab from the old one and install it onto the new one here. All right, so the new bracket they have updated. We're going to be installing the head of the ice maker a little bit differently. We're going to remove the rubber grommets that were on the head of the ice maker here, like that on each side. So we're no longer need those. And then on the new bracket here, we're actually, there's a tab on the left side instead of in the front, and these are the 2 grooves that the tabs on the head of the ice maker are going to go into. So we're kind of going to go in from the front but also from the side and then snap it all into place. Alright, just like that. Alright, so now the tray of the ice maker can be installed. We're just going to take this back tab and insert it into the hole here on the back of the bracket. And then we're just going to kind of flex the tray and the head of the ice maker so that the tab on the head of the ice maker here will go into the slot on the front of the tray. Very carefully. All right, so you can see what happens then is as the motor rotates on the head of the ice maker, this tab here blocks the tray from moving any further, and then it continues to rotate it, which then flexes that tray, releasing the cubes. All right, we're just gonna take our harness and put it back through the tab on the bracket. All right, now we have our ice maker assembly together. We've ran the wire through our 2 tabs here on the top. We're going to reinstall it. There's these 2 tabs on the bracket that are going to go onto these 2 pins in the back here, and we're going to reconnect our wire harness. All right, we're just taking our fill tube and route it through the slot in the bracket here. right, now we can reinstall our 2 Phillips screws. Now we can run it through a test cycle, make sure everything's working correctly and nothing's leaking. So we're just gonna press our test button here again, and hold it in until it starts moving. And you can see now where the tray is actually flexing once it hits that point, and that's what will release our cubes. All right, so the test cycle finished. It filled up with water, the tray flexed like it's supposed to, and there's no water leaking. So that will complete your repair.
Thank you for watching another quality video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.